Welcome to the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast. The Lions Pride Sports Broadcast is sponsored by Let Bryan Enterprises Family Entertainment be your one-stop shop for your party entertainment needs. If you're in need of balloon twisters, face painters, or bounce houses, just give them a call at 512-846-3334. If you're looking to rent a mascot costume or to hire a children's performer to appear as a superhero, princess, or one of their 85 other merry mascots, reach out to them. Bryan Enterprises Family Entertainment has been entertaining families in Caldwell County for 2 decades. Bozo the Hozo, the Christian Clown, the first entertainer for the company, has entertained thousands at the Lockhart Chisholm Trail Roundup Parade over the years. Family entertainment and family engagement are 2 phrases that are a part of Bryan Enterprises' core values. Whether it's motivational speaking at school assemblies, or writing children's books, or training personnel to engage fathers in the community, children and families are always at the heart of this organization. To find out more about Bryan Enterprises, feel free to check them out on social media or visit their website at bryant-enterprises.com. Changing Faces Barbershop has been serving the Lockhart and surrounding communities since 2009. Head barber and owner Lex Jennings and staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our Precessional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hot towel shaves. For cuts, Changing Face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles, from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our 2 locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas, or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com. When confronted with an auto accident, life can't come to a screeching halt. That's why Chios Paint and Body is devoted to making the repair process as smooth as possible with their state-of-the-art technology, frequent status updates, and a 24/7 customer service center to help you every step of the way. With our state-of-the-art body shop and paint facility, repairing your car is a breeze. We are fully equipped with a powerful frame-straightening bay, expansive body shop, and our semi-down, downdraft paint booth. Our automotive repair services include everything from oil changes, brake repair replacement, and suspension work to sophisticated mechanical repairs. Whatever your needs, we can offer premium service, affordable cost, and great customer service. These are just some of the differences that make Chios Paint and Body the best choice for your car's recovery and automotive repair. Hazlet Drilling Incorporated are proud supporters of the community by sponsoring Youth League programs, T-Ball Express, Boys Junior League, Boys Coach Pitch, and Girls Coach Pitch teams. Established in 1978 by George Hazlet, Hazlet Drilling Incorporated was formed to provide quality water drilling service to farms and surrounding ranches. As the company grew, so did the spectrum of services to meet the growing needs of dedicated customers. Today, Hazlet Drilling is the leading water well, oil, and gas drilling company, known for quality work and one-on-one customer service. Hazlet Drilling and Supply is located at 915 Old McMahon Road in Lockhart, Texas, or you can call 512-398-6682. If you're in need of mechanical care, take your vehicle to Car Care Automotive, located at 1313 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas. Owner and head mechanic Alex Juarez will give your vehicle the care it needs to get back on the road. Alex has over 30 years of mechanic work and is ASE certified. Whether your vehicle is gas or diesel, bring it to Car Care Automotive. Or call 512-668-4555 to schedule a visit. Mention that you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast and get a free oil change with your automotive repair. If you're ready to lose weight fast, reach out to the Tim Torres Fitness Facebook page and chat with Tim. Tim has helped thousands of people all over the world in person and online through his mobile app and custom meal plans. So contact Tim Torres via Facebook and start losing weight today. Just look for Tim Torres Fitness on Facebook. Vest Auto Detail, located 1 block from beautiful downtown Lockhart, Texas, at 301 South Main Street. At Vest Auto Detail, they offer window tinting, paint correction, ceramic coating, and are considered the best in Caldwell County. When it comes to auto detailing, if you want the best, just book with Vest. best auto detail. Call 512-227-1511 to schedule your vehicle for a visit. Do you suffer with headaches, back pain, or neck pain? Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic's mission is to provide hope, healing, and health to the people of Lockhart and the surrounding area through natural chiropractic care. Dr. Peterson has been voted Best Chiropractor for the last 9 years. Call Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic to begin your path to hope, healing, and health. You can find Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic at 731 South Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, or you can call for an appointment at 512-668-4163. And now, live from the Lions Pride broadcast booth, the original voice of Lockhart Lion Sports, Emilio the Sarge Juarez.
Ladies and gentlemen, Austin Wrestling Revolution returns for live professional wrestling March 13th, 2021 for Spring Back Breakers at Ouray Crawfish and Oyster Bar in Lockhart, Texas. Bell time will be at 6:30 p.m. General admission is $10 with ringside seats at $15. All children's tickets are only $5. Bring the family out for this family-friendly event as we bring to you 6 wrestling matches, including a tag team match where the Cult of Crawley debuts against Pure Genetics. We also have Luigi Primo taking on Jack Delfino in a hard-hitting singles wrestling match. We have the debuting Niles Plonk versus Dill Dempsey. Hot Damn Jesse James taking on the lovable Porky. We also have women's wrestling as Nova Phoenix takes on the debuting Miranda Gordy, the daughter of the legend Terry Gordy. In addition to that, we have a triple threat match where the debuting Ryzen takes on Rob Love and the Baker David Leach. We have some 6-man tag action as AWOL, Conlan Blee, Chris Carter take on Impact Wrestling Supermax Hernandez, local favorite Delfrito in the debuting Cup. And in the main event, the AWR Championship will be on the line as the Total Pimp challenges the champion Joey Supershot Spectre. Remember, bell time 6:30 p.m. General admission is $10. Ringside $15. Children only $5. Stay tuned to our social media for more announcements about upcoming AWR events. See you there.
Changing Faces Barbershop has been serving the Lockhart and surrounding communities since 2009. Head barber and owner Lex Jennings and staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our Precessional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hot towel shaves. For cuts, Changing Face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles, from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our two locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com. Let Bryan Enterprises Family Entertainment be your one-stop shop for your party entertainment needs. If you're in need of balloon twisters, face painters, or bounce houses, just give them a call at 512-846-3334. If you're looking to rent a mascot costume or to hire a children's performer to appear as a superhero, princess, or one of their 85 other merry mascots, reach out to them. Bryan Enterprises Family Entertainment has been entertaining families in Caldwell County for 2 decades. Bozo the Hozo, the Christian Clown, the first entertainer for the company, has entertained thousands at the Lockhart Chisholm Trail Roundup Parade over the years. Family entertainment and family engagement are 2 phrases that are a part of Bryan Enterprises' core values. Whether it's motivational speaking at school assemblies, or writing children's books, or training personnel to engage fathers in the community, children and families are always at the heart of this organization. To find out more about Bryan Enterprises, feel free to check them out on social media or visit their website at bryant-enterprises.com. When confronted with an auto accident, life can't come to a screeching halt. That's why Chayos Paint and Body is devoted to making the repair process as smooth as possible with their state-of-the-art technology, frequent status updates, and a 24/7 customer service center to help you every step of the way. With our state-of-the-art body shop and paint facility, repairing your car is a breeze. We are fully equipped with a powerful frame-straightening bay, expansive body shop, and our semi-down, downdraft paint booth. Our automotive repair services include everything from oil changes, brake repair replacement, and suspension work to sophisticated mechanical repairs. Whatever your needs, we can offer premium service, affordable cost, and great customer service. These are just some of the differences that make Chayos Paint and Body the best choice for your car's recovery and automotive repair. Do you suffer with headaches, back pain, or neck pain? Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic's mission is to provide hope, healing, and health to the people of Lockhart and the surrounding area through natural chiropractic care. Dr. Peterson has been voted Best Chiropractor for the last 9 years. Call Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic to begin your path to hope, healing, and health. You can find Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic at 731 South Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, or you can call for an appointment at 512-668-4163. Hazelet Drilling Incorporated are proud supporters of the community by sponsoring Youth League programs, T-Ball Express, Boys Junior League, Boys Coach Pitch, and Girls Coach Pitch teams. Established in 1978 by George Hazelet, Hazelet Drilling Incorporated was formed to provide quality water drilling service to farms and surrounding ranches. As the company grew, so did the spectrum of services to meet the growing needs of dedicated customers. Today, Hazelet Drilling is the leading water well, oil, and gas drilling company, known for quality work and one-on-one customer service. Hazelet Drilling and Supply is located at 915 Old McMahon Road in Lockhart, Texas, or you can call 512-398-6682.
And welcome to the Lions Pride Sports broadcast for Game 2 for the Lockhart Lions today. It's a little late start. Scheduled time was 4:30, but the game lasted before that lasted a little bit longer, so we're going to get a little bit later start than usual, but nonetheless, we're going to get 2 hours of baseball in. I want to welcome everybody. You're listening to the Middle Stars Waters, bringing all the live play-by-play for some Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Here in the second game of the day for the Lions, they're going to be going up against San Antonio Wagner, who's going to be the home team for this game, and the Lockhart Lions will be the visiting team. Let's run through the lineup for San Antonio Wagner. On the mound is going to be number 7, Max Cardona. Behind the plate is going to be number 6, Justin Garza. At first base, going to be Abram Galdiano, number 2. At second base, going to be James Cortez, number 4. At shortstop, is going to be Jesse Cortez, number 1. Left field is going to be Adam De La Funk at number 8. Center field is going to be Isaiah Guzman, number 7. And in right field for San Antonio Wagner is going to be Richard Babella, number 15. And we'll cover the lineup for the Lions out on the field when they get out there. But leading off for the Lions is going to be number 6, Rene Delgadillo. And he's going to be stepping up to the plate as we get set to start the 4:45 game time between the Lockhart Lions and San Antonio Wagner. Of course, Lockhart played earlier today for the 9 o'clock game and was defeated by Bryan Vikings in a score of 12-8. But they put that loss to the side as they get ready to take on San Antonio Wagner as we get set for the first pitch. Now it'll be a curveball from the left-hander for ball 1. Of course, on the mound is going to be Max Cardona. And swinging on the 1-0 pitch, foul out of play for strike 1. One pitch on the way, breaking ball for strike 2. And that's going to be inside for ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff batter, Rene Delgadillo. Swinging a drive to left field. Left fielder's going back, tracking it down, and will make the catch for out number 1. And that'll bring up the freshman Nick Ojeda, the right fielder for the Lions. First pitch to Ojeda is going to be swung on and fouled back for strike 1. And the on-deck circle for the Lions is going to be number 4, Ethan Bryant, followed up by the designated hitter, Ivan Gonzalez. And that one's going to be low and inside for ball 1. Looking at the 1-1 pitch outside. And that one will be fouled away. Count will still remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch on the way. Curveball in the dirt for ball 2. Once again, want to welcome everybody for tuning in to today's game of Lockhart Lion Baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Line drive right back to the pitcher, who's going to stab at it and make the catch. Cat-like reflexes from Cardona for out number 2. Look out. So I want to give a big shout out to my wife back home just tuning in. Missing out on the action today. Doesn't feel the same. But great stop, great catch by Cardona for out number 2. And then comes Ethan Bryan. I talked to this young man earlier today, and he has said he's felt every single one of those 12 hit-by pitches so far. Of course, he added number 12 earlier in the game today, or earlier today for the 9 o'clock game against Bryan. Right away, he's looking at a 0-1 pitch. That'll be outside for ball 1. But that he remains fearless in the batter's box. 1-1 pitch going to be low for ball 2. Two 1 pitch will be in there for ball 3. Swinging a drive to left field, and the left fielder is going to be right there to make the catch, and the Lockhart Lions will go down 1, 2, 3 in the top of the lineup here in the top half of the first. As we head midway in the first inning, Lockhart Lions 0, San Antonio Wagner coming up for their first time up at the plate. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you're ready to lose weight fast, reach out to the Tim Torres Fitness Facebook page and chat with Tim. Tim has helped thousands of people all over the world in person and online through his mobile app and custom meal plans. So contact Tim Torres via Facebook and start losing weight today. Just look for Tim Torres Fitness on Facebook.
All right, we're back here for the start of the bottom half of the second, and before we get to the first batter, here's who we have on the field right now for the Lockhart Lions. Behind the plate is going to be Rene Delgadillo, number 2. At first base, number 12, Gio Roque. At second base, number 3, Gavin Gomez. At third base, number 4, Ethan Bryan. At shortstop, number 7, Jacob Contreras. And left field, it's going to be Ernesto Suarez, number 1. In center field, number 14, Jackie Edwards Jr. And in right field is going to be number 9, Nick Ojeda. And Ivan Gonzalez is going to be the designated hitter, and he'll be batting for the pitcher for the Lions, R.J. Torres. And that's your lineup for the Lockhart Lions out on the field. Right now, I want to give a big shout out to our main sponsor, Recon Athlete. You can catch three of their shows weekly. On Wednesday nights and Saturday mornings, you can catch the Chris Sanchez and the Kids Show. Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., Saturday mornings at 10:30 a.m. And on Monday through Friday, you can catch the Paul Rodriguez Show at 7 p.m. You can look up all that information on Recon Athlete Facebook page, or you can go to the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast Facebook page and get all the information to catch all 3 of those shows. All right, as we have Max Cardona, the pitcher, number 7, stepping into the batter's box to get things started for San Antonio Wagner. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Swinging a drive down the left side, foul out of play for strike 2. And just like that, R.J. Torres is ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Curveball just missing the outside corner. One and two. Swinging a drive to right center field. And Nick Ojeda is going to be out there to make the catch for out number 1. And that'll bring up number 5, Jason Olivera. Olivera, the shortstop. So 1 out here in the bottom half of the first inning. That one's going to be popped up in the infield, and Contreras is underneath that one, and that'll be out number 2. As Ashley Ojeda chimes in, says, good job, Pops. Talking about Nick Ojeda in right field, making a catch for out number 1. And stepping into the batter's box is Abram Galdiano, number 2, the first baseman. And he'll look at the first pitch, called strike on the outside corner. Swing and a miss for strike 2. To pitch on the way, swung on and fouled out of play. Count will still remain, no balls and 2 strikes. Once again, swinging a drive out of play. As Abram Gandiano's in there fighting. Keeping himself alive at the plate, fouling him back and out of play with an 0-2 count with 2 outs. Huge breaking ball coming off the bat, going foul. Still 0-2 to the batter. And that one's just going to miss on the inside for ball 1. With this morning's loss, the Lockhart Lions season record up to this date, up to this game, is 7-6-1. One of the best starts Lockhart have seen in many years. Swinging a drive to right field, and that's going to find some grass out there as Ojeda is going to come up throwing to first. And that'll be a base hit for Gandiano. And that'll bring up number 1, Jesse Cortez, the shortstop. R.J. Torres on the mound for the Lions. That'll be high for ball 1. Swinging a grounder to the second baseman. Gavin Gomez scooping it up, throwing to first, and that'll be out number 3. 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and that'll do it for the first inning. Lockhart Lions 0, San Antonio Wagner 0. And we're going to take a quick timeout, and when we come back, we're going to have our first 3 coming up. Is going to be Ivan Gonzalez, Gio Roque, and Jacob Contreras. But right now, we're going to go through a couple of commercial spots, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Vest Auto Detail, located 1 block from beautiful downtown Lockhart, Texas, at 301 South Main Street. At Vest Auto Detail, they offer window tinting, paint correction, ceramic coating, and are considered the best in Caldwell County. When it comes to auto detailing, if you want the best, just book with Vest. Vest Auto Detail. Call 512-227-1511 to schedule your vehicle for a visit.
And we are back here for the start of the second inning. Still no score after 1. But right now, I do want to give a shout out to a couple of more sponsors. A1 Bell Bonds. Thank you for your support of Lockhart Lions Sports and Lions Pride Sports Broadcasting, as well as Kent Riddle of Kent Riddle Properties. Kent Riddle is back in Lockhart doing the QA for us. And as well as you look at the bottom of the screen, you could follow along the game with us with every run, hit, strike, ball, and out. You can follow along the game with us on the Kent Riddle Property Scoreboard, and that's all thanks in parts to Kent Riddle's sponsorship of Lions Pride Sports Broadcast and the support for Lockhart Lions Sports. So thank you very much, Kent Riddle and A1 Bell Bonds, Recon Athlete, and all the other sponsors that we have that you'll be watching the commercials throughout the game, who have sponsored Lions Pride Sports Broadcast and give their full support for Lockhart Lions Sports to make this possible for me to do what I'm doing. Ground ball towards the third baseman from Gonzalez, and it's going to be scooped out of the dirt by the first baseman for out number 1. And now to bring up Gio Roque, the first baseman for the Lions. All right, Roque in the batter's box. Cardona still on the mound. First pitch coming. It's going to be outside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch going to be right in there for strike 1. Almost some type of a quick pitch was about to take place, but the umpire caught it and stopped the play. The 1-1 pitch going to be inside for ball 2. Strike call on the outside. It'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes to Gio Roque with 1 out here in the top half of the second inning. Off the tip of the bat, ground ball to the first baseman. Almost mishandled it, is able to be there to make the out. So that'll make it 2 outs. As the shortstop, number 7, Jacob Contreras, comes up to the plate. First pitch will be high and outside for strike 1, for ball 1, excuse me. Still no score. And that one's going to find some space out in left field as Contreras is going to round first, making his way to second base, and he'll get there on a stand-up double. Jacob Contreras was a Recon Athlete co-offensive player of the game for game number 1 here at 9 a.m., along with the man coming up to bat now, number 14, Jackie Edwards Jr. Combined, they went 6 for 6 for reaching the base pads this morning. As Edwards steps up to the plate for his first time today. Looks at the first pitch for ball 1. 2 outs here in the top half of the second as Cardona steps off the pitcher's mound. Now he resets himself. Swinging a drive down the left side. Foul ball. Just barely finding its way foul. One pitch on the way, swung on and fouled it back out of play for strike 2. Runner goes. That one's going to be fouled back out of play. Well, just inside the play of field. Count will still remain 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Contreras will go back to second. As Contreras was on the move. That's going to be a grounder to the shortstop, scooping it up, throwing out to 1, and in time. And that'll do it, as the Lions are going to be able to get 1 run. Number 1 base hit, no errors. Still no score after 1.5 here at Cedar Creek. And we'll be right back as San Antonio Wagner will be coming up to bat for the second time. And it's going to be led off by James Cortez, Justin Garza, and Isaiah Guzman. But right now we're going to take a couple of commercial spots, a break for a couple of commercial spots, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Changing Faces Barbershop has been serving the Lockhart and surrounding communities since 2009. Head barber and owner Lex Jennings and staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our Precessional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hot towel shaves. For cuts, Changing Face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles, from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our 2 locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com.
All right, and we're back here for the bottom half of the second inning as San Antonio Wagner will come back up to the plate for their second time. And leading off for Wagner is going to be number 4, James Cortez, the second baseman. And he'll hit a grounder back to the pitcher as R.J. Torres throws it out to first base for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. And now stepping into the batter's box, going to be number 6, the catcher, Justin Garza. Justin Garza will come up to the plate with 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. And he sends that one down the right side, foul out of play for strike 1. No, on 1 pitch will be outside for ball 1. Torres is still on the mound for the Lions. Only gave up 1 hit in the bottom half of the first inning. That one's going to be hit towards center field, and Jackie Edwards Jr. will be there to make the catch for out number 2. And that'll bring up number 7, Isaiah Guzman, the center fielder. As he casually steps up into the batter's box with 2 out. And he'll quickly look at the first pitch, called strike on the outside. And that's going to be line drive hit up the middle to the center fielder for the second base hit of the game for Wagner. And that'll bring up Richard Babea, number 15, the right fielder. So Guzman is sitting at first base with the single to center field. He's got a big lead at first. First pitch to Richard's going to be high for ball 1. Delgadillo thought about throwing that one down to first after ball 2. The count is 2 balls and no strikes to pick off attempt out to first. And Guzman's able to slide back safely as it was real close. Guzman goes, swing for strike 1. So with a swing and a miss, that'll be strike 1, 2 balls and 1 strike as Guzman's able to steal second base. The 2-1 pitch going to be called strike right down the middle. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And Torres will get his first strikeout. And that'll do it after 2 innings. Still no score. Lockhart line 0, San Antonio Wagner 0. We're going to take a quick timeout and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart line baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Vest Auto Detail, located 1 block from beautiful downtown Lockhart, Texas, at 301 South Main Street. At Vest Auto Detail, they offer window tinting, paint correction, ceramic coating, and are considered the best in Caldwell County. When it comes to auto detailing, if you want the best, just book with Vest. Vest Auto Detail. Call 512-227-1511 to schedule your vehicle for a visit.
All right, so as we head to top of 3 right now, let's talk about the games that the Lockhart Lions going to be having starting tomorrow. They're going to be playing at Bastrop High School Baseball Stadium with a 9 a.m. game versus Round Rock Westwood, followed up for a 2 p.m. game versus Buda Hayes. And on Saturday, they're going to be right back here at Cedar Creek High School to take on the Pflugerville Weiss Wolves, which the Lions defeated during the Austin Independent School District Baseball Tournament. I believe the score was 8-6 at Hyde Park. And the junior varsity will get into tournament play tomorrow at LaSalle High School with a 12:30 game versus Austin Aikens, followed by a 3 p.m. game versus LaSalle. And then Saturday they'll be back at LaSalle for another doubleheader as they go against Conley at 10 a.m. And they will close out their tournament season with a 12:30 game versus LaSalle again. As we get back into action, as Suarez looks to lay down the bunt. And that will go foul for strike 1. A 1 pitch will be there for ball 1. So Suarez comes up to the plate for the Lions, followed up by Gavin Gomez, and back to the top of the lineup with Rene Delgadillo. Big breaking ball, just a little bit high. The count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Suarez is leading off the 3rd inning for the Lions. Looks at the 2-2 pitch in the dirt for ball 3. So Suarez is looking at a full count. Sends a ground ball to the second baseman, scoops it up, out to 1. And in time for out number 1. Next up to bat for the Lions is going to be the second baseman, number 3, Gavin Gomez. Swinging a drive to right center field. Telling away from the center fielder, and he's going to be able to track it down and make the catch for out number 2. That ball looked like it was telling away from him, but that wind pushed it right back to him. And that'll bring up the leadoff hitter for the Lions, number 6, Rene Delgadillo, the catcher. All right, he's swinging at the first pitch, but that one will go foul and out of play for strike 1. Once again, a swing and a drive out of play for strike 2. Delgadillo finds himself behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. A swing and a drive to center field. And the center fielder is going to be right there to make the catch. And the Lions will go down once again, 1-2-3, as they did in the top half of the first inning. So that'll do it for 2.5 innings of play as we get set for San Antonio Wagner to come back up. And when they do, it'll be Adam Delafunk, number 8, the left fielder, followed up by the top of the lineup, Max Cardona and Jason Olvera. But before that, we're going to go and take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Do you suffer with pain or neck pain? Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic's mission is to provide hope, healing, and health to the people of Lockhart and the surrounding area through natural chiropractic care. Dr. Peterson has been voted Best Chiropractor for the last 9 years. Call Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic to begin your path to hope, healing, and health. You can find Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic at 731 South Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call for an appointment at 512-668-4163.
And we're back, and once again, want to send everybody a reminder that you'll be able to catch all the Lockhart Lion varsity baseball action right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. As Lions Pride Sports broadcast is the main broadcast group for varsity baseball as we take you throughout the rest of the season and into the playoffs, where the Lockhart Lions look to break the 26 or 28-year curse of not making it to the playoffs. As we get set, first batter coming up is going to be Adam Delafunk. And he'll look at the first pitch outside for ball 1. One old pitch on the way outside, just on the outside corner for strike 1. So it'll be 1-1. R.J. Torres still on the mound for the Lions. It's only given up 2 hits and struck out 1 so far in 2.5 innings of play. And that one will be fouled back to the fence for strike 2. As we are here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Swinging, that's going to be tipped back, and Delgadillo's unable to hang on to that one. A 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on. A little blooper to the shortstop. Contreras scoops it up, charging in to first for out number 1. Great job by Contreras, charging in, scooping it up to make the throw to first base. And that'll bring up the top of the lineup, Max Cardona, who flew out to the right fielder to lead things off in the bottom half of the first. Looking at the first pitch, high for ball one. 1-0 pitch on the way, and that'll be outside for ball two. So 1 out here in the bottom half of the third inning. Swinging a foul ball back to the backstop for strike one. All right, 2-1 count to Cardona. Torres on the mound. Swing and a miss for strike two. The count's going to be evened up. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out here in the bottom half of the third inning. Cardona at the plate, nobody on the base pads. As Torres steps off for the pitching rubber, resets himself. Once again, he's done a great job so far, only giving up 2 hits, striking out 1, and 2 full innings of play. Try to get Cardona to chase after that one outside for ball 3. And that'll make the count full. That one's going to be fouled out of play. As Cardona sends a screamer down the left side, just over the dugout. So redo on the 3-2 pitch. Curveball high for ball 4, and Cardona will reach base on a walk. So with 1 out here in the bottom half of the third inning, Cardona at first base, and that'll bring up Jason Olvera, the shortstop, number 5, who flew out to the shortstop. In the bottom half of the first inning. As Cardona leaves, ball was in time. Contreras was unable to hang on to it. And Cardona will be safe at third base on a steal. Count is 1-0. And that'll be outside for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strike, one out. Cardona at second base. Swinging a drive to left field. And right there to make the catch is going to be the left fielder, Ernesto Suarez, for out number 2. So that'll bring up Abram Gaudiano, number 2, the first baseman. He singled to right field in the bottom half of the first. And he steps up to the plate here in the bottom half of the third for his second time up at the plate. Breaking ball outside for ball 1. Max Cardona at second base. Reached first on a walk and stole second. Swinging a grounder to the shortstop. Gavin Gomez comes up with it. Out to first base, and that'll do it. And we're in on a 4-3, third out. And the Lions and San Antonio Wagner keeping this one close and moving along as we're getting ready to head over to the top of the 4th inning. All All right, we're going to take a quick timeout, and when we come right back, Nick Ojeda, Ethan Bryant, and Ivan Gonzalez will be the first three up at the plate for the Lions. And we're going to take a quick timeout, run a couple of commercial spots, and we'll be right back with some Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Hazlet Drilling Incorporated orders a sponsoring express. Boys Junior League, Boys Coach Pitch, and Girls Coach Pitch teams. Established in 1978 by George Hazlet, Hazlet Drilling Incorporated was formed to provide quality water drilling service to farms and surrounding ranches. As the company grew, so did the spectrum of services to meet the growing needs of dedicated customers. Today, Hazlet Drilling is the leading water well, oil, and gas drilling company, known for quality work and one-on-one customer service. Hazlet Drilling and Supply is located at 915 Old McMahon Road in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call 512-398-6682.
And we are back for here for the start of the fourth inning, as we haven't even reached a full hour of play yet. Still no score from either team. Is Lockhart 0, Wagner 0. As we get set for Nick Ojeda to step into the batter's box, he lined out right back to the pitcher in the top half of the first inning, as Cardona used his cat-like reflexes to snatch that one from probably about 4 or 5 inches from the side of his face, making a great stop. First pitch to Ojeda is going to be outside for ball 1. Ojeda sends a drive down the left side, and he's going to make around first base, head into second. Big drive to left field, and Ojeda finds himself at second base with a stand-up double. That was a one-hopper to the fence. And stepping up to the plate is going to be Ethan Bryant, who lined out to left field in the top half of the first inning. Nobody out here early in the top of the fourth inning. Bryant turns around, squares the bunt, fouls it off the bat for strike 1. Looks like the catcher took that one off his foot. Tough young man. He's going to walk it off, and I'm pretty sure he's going to stay in the game. Toughest player you're going to find on the baseball field is that catcher. And that catcher's Justin Garza, number 6. Now, we got a tough catcher of our own who also wears number 6, and Rene Delgadillo has done an outstanding job for the Lions. Once again, squaring down the bunt. That's going to be bunted down the first base line as Bryant's able to get around the tag, and he will be safe at first as Ojeda advances to third base. So that'll be a bunt single for Bryant, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Ivan Gonzalez, who grounded out to the third baseman in the top half of the second inning. So with runners at the corner, we'll probably see Bryant stealing. All right. Catcher's out there gave the signals as we get ready. And there goes Bryant. He's going to be caught coming off the bag. And no throw to second base, and Bryant will steal second easily. Great awareness by the first baseman, though. You got to give it up to him, Abram Caldiano, as he was definitely looking at Ojeda, because had he gone to second, Ojeda had the speed to score. So with nobody out, 2 runners on the base pad, Gonzalez at the plate. Looking at the first pitch outside for ball 1. As Ojeda is at third base. Brian at second. That 1-0 pitch is going to be called strike on the outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch is going to be outside for ball 2. Swing on a 2-1 pitch. That's going to be out there to the second baseman, who will make the catch for out number 1. And that'll bring up number 12, Gio Roque, who grounded out to the first baseman in the top portion of the second inning. Great game we got going on so far. Nice pitching duel between Cardona and R.J. Torres. That one's going to be low for ball 1. Right now, the Lions have the biggest threat of the game so far with 2 runners on the base pads, with 2 leadoff base hits. That one's going to be driven down the right side toward the right fielder. Ojeda will be tagging up to throw home. Bryant will be going to second. And they're going to get Ojeda out at home base to double him up for out number 3. So Wagner closing it out here in the top half of the fourth inning in dramatic fashion, keeping the Lions from scoring. As we head over to the bottom of the 4th inning, we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Let Bryan Enterprises Family Entertainment be your once-party entertainment needs. If you're sisters, face painters, or bounce houses, just 512-8334. If you're looking to rent a mascot costume or to hire a children's performer to appear as a superhero, princess, or one of their 85 other merry mascots, reach out to them. Bryan Enterprises Family Entertainment has been entertaining families in Caldwell County for 2 decades. Bozo the Hozo, the Christian Clown, the first entertainer for the company, has entertained thousands at the Lockhart Chisholm Trail Roundup Parade over the years. Family entertainment and family engagement are 2 phrases that are a part of Bryan Enterprises' core values. Whether it's motivational speaking at school assemblies, or writing children's books, or training personnel to engage fathers in the community, children and families are always at the heart of this organization. To find out more about Bryan Enterprises, feel free to check them out on social media or visit their website at bryant-enterprises.com.
And we are back after a fantastic double play from the right fielder. That was Richard Babeo who made the catch and threw it dark to home plate to Justin Garza to tag Ojeda out as he was trying to score from third base. And that leaves us still scoreless here in the bottom half of the 4th inning as we get back into action. Swinging a drive on the first pitch to right field to Ojeda. And that's going to be Jesse Cortez leading things off with a base hit. Stepping into the batter's box next is going to be number 4, James Cortez, the second baseman. Lockhart Lions miss out on an opportunity to put a run across the plate on a fantastic throw from the right fielder. Throw down to first base, not in time. Swinging a fly to center field. And that's going to be Edwards there to camp it underneath it. Will make the catch for out number 1. Jesse Cortez will remain at first base. And that'll bring up Justin Garza. He lined out to the center fielder his first time up at the plate in the bottom half of the second inning. First pitch to Garza, and he squares around the bunt. Picked up by Torres down to first base. They'll get one. The throw down to second, not in time. As the Lockhart Lions will record the second out on a 1-3 put out, and that'll bring up number 7, Isaiah Guzman, the center fielder. He singled to center field his first time up at the plate once again, also in the bottom half of the second inning. Swinging a drive to right field. And that's going to be out there to Nick Ojeda, and Cortez will round first, going home. Guzman will get a double. And he will score Cortez in the process. All right, so Cortez will score on the Guzman double, and San Antonio Wagner will have the lead 1-0 here in the bottom half of the fourth inning, as Richard Babea, who made the great throw from right field to double up. Ojeda at home plate steps into the batter's box. He struck out his only time up at the bat. And Torres turn and look at the runner at second base to get him back, keep him honest, keep him close to the bag. First pitch to Babea is going to be down in the dirt. The throw down to third will not be in time, as Guzman will advance to third base. And Babea looks at a 1-0 count. The 1-0 pitch is going to be outside for ball 2. And a 2-0 pitch is going to be called strike right down the middle. Two balls, one strike to count. And that'll be low in the dirt for ball 3. As the right fielder, Richard Babea, is ahead in the count. Guzman at third base, driving in the lone run so far in the ball game. 3-1 pitch going to be called strike. And that'll be a full count to the batter, Babea. That's going to be a swing and a miss, as Babea is going to strike out for the second time to end the inning. But not before San Antonio Wagner scores 1 to take the lead 1-0 over the Lockhart Lions. We're done with 4 as we head over to the top of the 5th inning. And we're going to take a quick time out, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
When confronted with an issue, that's why Chayos Paint and Body is devoted to making the repair process as smooth as possible with their state-of-the-art technology. Frequent status updates, 7 customer service center to help you every step of the way. With our shop, repairing your car is a breeze. We are fully equipped with a powerful frame straightening bay, expansive body shop, and our semi-down downdraft paint booth. Our automotive repair services include everything from oil changes, brake repair replacement, and suspension work to sophisticated mechanical repairs. Whatever your needs, we can offer premium service, affordable cost, and great customer service. These are just some of the differences that make Chayos Paint and Body the best choice for your car's recovery and automotive repair.
All right, and we're back here for the start of the 5th inning, as San Antonio Wagner was able to push one across the plate in the bottom half of the 4th and now lead 1-0 over the Lockhart Lions. As we head over to our top portion of 5, leading off for the Lions is going to be number 7, Jacob Contreras, the shortstop for the Lions. He doubled in the back at the top of the 2nd inning and was left stranded at second base. And he looks at the first pitch outside for ball 1. Swinging a drive down the left field, and that ball's got a chance, and it's going to hit the base of the wall, and once again, Contreras is going to come up with the stand-up double. Big hit from Contreras to lead off the top half of the 5th as the Lions trail 1-0. Lions desperately needing to get this run across the plate as Jackie Edwards steps into the batter's box. He grounded out to the shortstop to end the 2nd inning. As the senior Jackie Edwards is due. Pickoff attempt down to second. It's not going to be there in time. Edwards squares around a bunt, lays one beautifully right in front of home plate. Down to first, and they'll get out number 1. As Contreras will advance to third base. Great job by the senior, Jackie Edwards, to lay it down. Put Contreras in scoring position. As Ernesto Suarez steps up to the plate, he grounded out to the second baseman. Back at the top of the 3rd inning. They're going to have the first pitch way outside for ball 1. And that ball's going to get past the catcher, and in comes Contreras, and he'll slide in safely, and the game's going to be tied up. As Contreras will score on the pass ball. So it'll be Lockhart Lions 1, San Antonio Wagner 1. As Ernesto Suarez is looking at a 2-0 count. New ball game here at Cedar Creek High School. Here in game number 2 for the Lockhart Lions for the day. As for the Central Texas Baseball Tournament. 2-0 pitch going to be called strike on the outside corner to Suarez. That's going to be driven to the first baseman, and that'll be lined out for out number 2. And that'll bring up Gavin Gomez, who flew out to the center fielder in the top half of the 3rd inning. First pitch going to be outside for ball 1. And that one's going to go off the end of the bat for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gomez. Cardona and R.J. Torres have been going at it back and forth throughout the game. Swinging a drive down the left side, just foul for strike two. They've put the ball in play, and the defense has done an outstanding job for both squads. That 1-2 pitch is going to be high for ball two. Swinging a drive to center field. And the center fielder is going to make an outstanding running catch for out number 3. As Gavin Gomez will line out to the center fielder for the second straight time, and that'll do it for the Lockhart Lions here after 4.5. But not before the Lockhart Lions able to score, as Jacob Contreras scores on a pass ball to tie things up. Lockhart 1, San Antonio Wagner 1, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Do you suffer with pain? Or Trail Clinic provide hope, healing, and health to the people of Lockhart and the surrounding area through natural chiropractic care. Dr. Peterson has been voted best chiropractor for the last 9 years. Call Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic to begin your path to hope, healing, and health. You can find Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic at 731 South Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call for an appointment at 512-668-4163. Ready to lose? Reach out to the Tim Torres Fitness Facebook page and chat with Tim. Tim has helped thousands of people all over the world in person and online through his mobile app and custom meal plans. So contact Tim Torres via Facebook and start losing weight today. Just look for Tim Torres Fitness on Facebook.
And we are back for the bottom half of the 5th inning between San Antonio Wagner and the Lockhart Lions here at the Central Texas Baseball Tournament, live from Cedar Creek High School baseball field. You're watching Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. I'm Emilio Sarge Waters, bringing you all the live play-by-play action for today's games, tomorrow's games, and Saturday's games, and the rest of the season for the varsity baseball squad. And we got several junior varsity games on tap that's going to be played here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Also, can't forget the lady crew, the Lady Lions baseball or Lady Lions softball broadcast crew. Robert Reyna, Christy Reyna, and Lori Rangel. They'll be in action this Saturday at Crockett High School for a game between the Crockett Cougars and the Lady Cougars. We'll get more information out there. You can go to the Lady Lions Facebook page on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, or you can catch the info on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast Facebook page, and I'll be putting that a little bit later on. Leading off for Wagner is going to be number 8, Richard Bobea. If I'm correct, he batted to end the inning. He struck out to end the last inning. It should be Adam De La Funk at the plate. That one's going to be fouled out of play. So that'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one's going to be blooped to second base, scooped up by the second baseman, Gomez, and he's going to make the throw. So that'll be out number 1. So we're going to skip Adam De La Funk's batting spot, I guess, and that'll bring up Max Cardona, the pitcher. That ball is going to be fouled back to the backstop for strike one. Foot race for the foul ball. Lockhart's going to win that one. As the count's going to be no balls, 2 strikes to Cardona. Swing and a grounder foul down the right side. Count will still remain. No balls, 2 strikes, as R.J. Torres is still on the bump for the Lockhart Lions, doing a fantastic job. Also doing a fantastic job is the guy facing him right now at the plate is Cardona. Max Cardona, the pitcher for San Antonio Wagner. That one will be fouled back as both these pitchers have done an outstanding job putting the ball in play for their defenses. And they've come up huge with some big plays throughout the game to keep this a 1-1 ball game. The 0-2 pitch is going to be in the dirt for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's going to be high and inside for ball 2. Still trying to figure out where Adam Delafunk is going to be batting, as his spot was skipped over. That one's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. Gomez coming up throwing for out number 2. And that'll bring up the shortstop, number 5, Olvera. Jason Olvera, who's flown out to the shortstop and flew out to left field his first 2 times up at the plate. Looking at the first pitch, curveball for strike 1. Now want to be in the dirt for ball 1. That curveball inside misses for ball 2. Two one's going to be swung on and fouled back out of play for strike 2. So the count's going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on the base pads here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Lockhart 1, Wagner 1. All tied up. The game is moving along pretty quickly today. And that's doing part with some great defense as the ground ball is going to be hit to Contreras at short. Coming up throwing. Unable to scoop it up out the turf for the ground. And Oliveira will reach on an error. And that'll bring up Abram Galdiano, the first baseman, as he singled to right field in the bottom half of the 1st and grounded out to the second baseman in the 3rd inning. Now with 1 runner on the base pads. Oliveira with 2 out. Abram steps into the batter's box for Wagner. Pick off attempt out to 1. Not in time. Quick move by Torres, just a little bit high on the throw. And Roque is unable to apply a tag to it. Swinging a drive down the right side, and that'll be out of play. And that'll be strike one. As it's an 0-1 count. And that one will be fouled out of play down the other side. And that'll make the count no balls, 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strike. That one's going to be popped up in the infield. Chasing it down is Contreras, unable to get to it. And that'll fall for a single. A bloop single for Gaudiano. And that'll bring up Jesse Cortez up to the plate. He grounded to the second baseman in the first. Hit and scored on a single to right field. In the last inning, here he is back up at the plate with 2 runners on the base pads. Cortez, the lone runner for San Antonio Wagner to score. So we got runners at first, runner at second. As Cortez calls time, steps out of the batter's box. And that one's going to be inside for ball 1. One ball, no strike, 2 outs. Swinging, and that one's going to be popped up in the infield as R.J. Torres calling everybody off, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. And that's going to do it for 5 innings, or through 5 innings. Lockhart Lions 1, San Antonio Wagner 1. As we head off to the top of the 6th, we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Let Bryant Enterprises be your one-stop shop for your party entertainment needs. If you're in need of balloon twisters, face painters, or bounce houses, just give them a call at 512-846-3334. If you're looking to rent a mascot costume or to hire a children's performer to appear as a superhero, princess, or one of their 85 other merry mascots, reach out to them. Bryant Enterprises Family Entertainment has been entertaining families in Caldwell County for 2 decades. Bozo the Hozo, the Christian Clown, the first entertainer for the company, has entertained thousands at the Lockhart Chisholm Trail Roundup Parade over the years. Family entertainment and family engagement are 2 phrases that are a part of Bryant Enterprises' core values. Whether it's motivational speaking at school assemblies, or writing children's books, or training personnel to engage fathers in the community, children and families are always at the heart of this organization. To find out more about Bryant Enterprises, feel free to check them out on social media or visit their website at bryant-enterprises.com.
And we are back here for the top of the 6th inning as we are back to the top of the lineup as Rene Delgadillo, the catcher, will be stepping up to the plate. He's flowing out to left field and flowing out to the center fielder, his 2 times up at the plate. Cardona still on the mound for San Antonio Wagner. First pitch is going to be outside for ball 1 to Delgadillo. Also want to remind everybody, Lockhart Lions will be back in action tomorrow morning. Live from Bastrop High School Baseball Stadium at 9 a.m. versus Round Rock Westwood. Followed up by a 2 p.m. game versus Buda Hayes. And that one's going to be driven towards the third baseman, a little bit too hot. And Delgadillo will reach base. And once again, that's a 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. game tomorrow. You'll be able to catch all that Lockhart Lion baseball action right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. As myself and Miller Sarge Waters will be bringing you all the live play-by-play action, producing video and color commentary, as well as working the scoreboard. Pickoff attempt down to first base. And Delgadillo is going to get back in time. A little bit of fun going back and forth between Wagner and Lockhart as they're shouting back to each other. Gotta love this baseball fun. And laying down the bunts, Nick Ojeda, and they're going to try and go to second to get the lead runner. They're not going to, as Ojeda will reach base on a fielder's choice. And Delgadillo will go to second base, and that'll bring up Ethan Bryan up to the plate. Lined out to left field his first time up at the plate. Got on a bunt single, got to second before he was stranded. As he squares around the bunt himself. Misses at the bunt, and he is looking at a no ball, 1 strike count. Once again, Bryant showing bunt. Lays it down. As they try to go to third to get the lead runner, they're not going to get him. And the Lions are going to have the bases loaded with nobody out. As that'll be the second fielder's choice in a row as they try to get the leadoff runner, Delgadillo. Not going to be able to, and that'll bring up Ivan Gonzalez, the designated hitter. He's grounded to the third baseman and flew out to the second baseman. As we have a meeting on the mound, as the coach for Wagner is going to be out there. A little discussion going on, trying to figure out what to do with the baseball. And while they do that, we'll take a quick commercial break for 20 seconds, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you're ready to lose weight fast, reach out to the Tim Torres Fitness Facebook page and chat with Tim. Tim has helped thousands of people all over the world in person and online through his mobile app and custom meal plans. So contact Tim Torres via Facebook and start losing weight today. Just look for Tim Torres Fitness on Facebook.
And we are back and ready for play as Delgadillo is at third base, Ojeda at second, Bryan at first. Nobody out, and Ivan Gonzalez is at the plate, the designated hitter for the Lions. Swinging on the first pitch, and that's going to be fouled out of play for strike 1. Things are getting a little bit excited here in the top half of the 6th inning. Huge breaking ball, just misses for ball 1. One pitch is going to be outside for ball 2. Once again, I want to welcome everybody tuning in and watching the Lockhart Lions here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. 2-1 pitch going to be outside in the dirt for ball 3. If you're just tuning in, bases are loaded as the first 3 batters got on the base path for the Lions here in the top half of the 6th. Delgadillo at third, Ojeda at second, Bryan at first. Gonzalez at the plate. Swinging on the 3-1 pitch, and that's going to find his way in right center field. As Delgadillo is going to score, rounding second base is Ojeda. And Ojeda will score easily. And the ball's going to get into the dugout, and that'll be Bryant rounding third base and scoring. So the Lions are going to put 3. And will extend retake the lead 4-1. on the single to right center field by Gonzalez. And he'll find his way at second base on the throwing errors. And that'll bring up Gio Roque up to the plate. He's grounded to the third baseman and flew out to the second baseman. So the Lockhart Lions had 3 runs here in the top half of the 6th. Give themselves a little breathing room. As Roque swings at the first pitch, fouls that one out of play for strike 1. Roque will look at the 0-1 pitch, catching that outside corner for strike 2. And he'll be behind in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. As Jacob Contreras will be coming up to the plate. And that'll be a foul tip. That one's going to be popped up in the infield. And the pitcher's going to be right there, in and out of the glove. And it looks like that's going to be a foul call. And Roque will be coming back to the plate. Cardona was real close to touching that one in fair play. Count still remains, no balls, 2 strikes to Roque. And that'll be high for ball 1. Contreras has had the big bat for the Lions, and he's in the on-deck circle for the Lions right now. Looks like James Magallanes is at second base running for Ivan Gonzalez. Two to Roque. Swinging a drive up the middle. And Magallanes is rounding third, coming home. No throw to the home plate, and Magallanes will score easily from second base. As Roque will reach on a single to center field. And stepping up to the batter's box is Jacob Contreras with a hot bat. Has 2 huge doubles off the left field fence. First one was a one hopper to the fence. The second one was at the bottom of the gate. So Jacob Contreras is really feeling his swing today. Swinging on the first pitch, back to the pitcher, off of the pitcher's glove. And Cardona gives up another hit. And Contreras will reach first base as 6 straight Lions have reached base with nobody out here in the top half of the 6th inning. And it looks like we might see a pitching change. And we will, and we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, Austin returns for wrestling March 13th, 2021 for Spring Back Breakers at Alray Crawfish and Oyster Bar in Lockhart, Texas. Bell time will be at 6:30 p.m. General admission is $10 with ringside seats at $15. All children's tickets are only $5. Bring the family out for this family-friendly event as we bring to you 6 wrestling matches, including a tag team match where the Cult of Crawley debuts against Pure Genetics. We also have Luigi Primo taking on Jack Delfino in a hard-hitting singles wrestling match. We have the debuting Niles Plonk versus Dill Dempsey. Hot Damn Jesse James taking on the lovable Porky. We also have women's wrestling as Nova Phoenix takes on the debuting Miranda Gordy, the daughter of the legend Terry Gordy. In addition to that, we have a triple threat match where the debuting Ryzen takes on Rob Love and the Baker David Leach. We have some six-man tag action as AWOL, Conlon Blee, Chris Carter take on Impact Wrestling Supermax Hernandez, local favorite Delfrito in the debuting Cup. And in the main event, the AWR Championship will be on the line as the Total Pimp challenges the champion Joey Supershot Spectre. Remember, bell time 6:30 p.m. General admission is $10. Ringside $15. Children only $5. Stay tuned to our social media for more announcements about upcoming AWR events. See you there.
And we are back here. The top half of the sixth innings, the Lockhart Lions have opened it up by pushing 4 runs across the plate with nobody out. First 6 batters here in the top of the sixth have reached base. 4 of those have scored for the Lions. And Cardona will be done for the evening, not before he's done an outstanding job. So I tip my hat off to the young man who did an outstanding job for 5 full innings. And coming in to replace Cardona is going to be Adam De La Funk. For San Antonio Wagner, as Jackie Edwards will be coming up to the plate with 2 runners on the base paths. Gio Roque at second, Contreras at first. As Edwards is looking for his first hit, he squares around, lays down the bunt. That ball is going to hit foul for strike 1. Edwards at his first official plate appearance, he grounded out to the shortstop and sacrificed himself to move Contreras over, who eventually scored on a pass ball. In the top half of the 5th, and here we are in the top half of the 6th. Edwards has an opportunity to move the runners around again, as a pickoff attempt was made out to second base, but Roque is able to get back in time. As Edwards will look at that 0-1 pitch, high and inside for ball 1. Once again, Roque's at second, Contreras at first. A drive to left field, and that'll load the bases up as Roque will stay at third. Contreras will move over to second, and Jackie Edwards gets his first base hit. And the bases will be loaded for Ernesto Suarez, who's grounded out to the second baseman and lined out right back to first base. Has an opportunity for an RBI chance. That first pitch is going to be called strike. On the way outside corner on that one. Swinging a drive to right field. And that's going to find some grass out there. And Roque will score. As Contreras is going to be held up at third base. So Suarez will get an RBI single out of it. As Contreras goes to third, Edwards is second, Suarez the first. That'll bring up Gavin Gomez up to the plate. He's going to look at the first pitch, high for ball 1. He's flown out and lined out, both of them to the center fielder. As the Lions have put 8 runners on the base pads to lead this top half of the 6th. 1-0 pitch is going to be high for ball 2. That's going to be swing and popped up in the infield. That'll be an infield fly for out number 1. And that brings us up right back to the top of the order, where Rene Delgadillo started everything off with a single and eventually ended up scoring. And he'll look at the first pitch, catch and strike outside corner. .58-foot curveball in the dirt for ball 1. Only 1 out here in the top half of the 6th. That one's going to be driven down the left side. That's going to be high and foul. So a long fly foul for strike 2. Wagner fortunate enough not to make the catch on that one, as Contreras was ready to tag up. 1-2 pitch on the way, and that'll be in the dirt for ball 2, excuse me. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Delgadillo at the plate. And his son, that one down the right side. Once again, another infield fly. And Nick Ojeda will be stepping up to the plate. He reached base on a fielder's choice. One of 2 straight fielder's choices to start the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Once again, bases are still loaded. Contreras at third base. Edwards at second. Suarez at first. Swing and a miss for strike 2 from Ojeda. Throw down the third, not in time, as the ball got away from the third baseman. And Ojeda will look at strike 3, and that'll do it for the top half of the 6th inning. The Lions will send 11 batters up to the plate, adding 5 more runs to the total, and lead Wagner 6-1 as we head over to the bottom half of the 6th inning. We're going to take a quick timeout, and when we come back, we're going to have the bottom half of the 6th. And you're watching Lockhart Lion Baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Do you have headaches, back pain, or neck pain? Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic's mission is to provide hope, healing, and health to the people of Lockhart and the surrounding area through natural chiropractic care. Dr. Peterson has been voted Best Chiropractor for the last 9 years. Call Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic to begin your path to hope, healing, and health. You can find Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic at 731 South Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call for an appointment at 512-668-4163.
And we are here in the bottom half of the 6th inning in what was a close game going into the 6th, as they were all tied up at 1 apiece. The Lockhart Lions break it open in the top half, sending 11 batters up to the plate and scoring 5 runs in the process to take the lead 6-1 over San Antonio Wagner as they head off into the bottom half of the 6th inning. Leading off for Wagner is going to be number 4, James Cortez, followed up by the catcher, number 6, Justin Garza, and then Isaiah Guzman. R.J. Torres still on the mound for the Lions. And that'll be a first pitch for ball 1. 1-0 pitch going to be inside for ball 2. Once again, James Cortez at the plate. Grounded out to the pitcher and then flew out to the center fielder his first 2 times up at the bat. Grounder to Contreras at shortstop, out to first. And that'll be out number 1. And that'll bring up number 6, the catcher, Justin Garza. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Once again, Lockhart Lions started off this game 7-6-1 on the season so far. They're going to put in 8 in that win column. And that one's going to be a blooper to center field. And Wagner has a runner on the base pads, and his name is Garza, and that'll bring up the center fielder, number 7, Isaiah Guzman. He's gotten on twice with base hits in the second inning. He singled to center field and then got an RBI double to right field in the 4th, and here he is in the bottom half of the 6th. You look at the first pitch outside for ball 1. Runner goes. The throw down to second will be in time, as Cortez will be caught, Justin Garza will be caught stealing. And it'll be a 1-ball, 1-strike count to Garza, or to Guzman, the center fielder. And he'll call a quick timeout. One pitch, swing and a miss. And that'll be Adam De La Funk batting in Guzman's spot. We have 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. One-two pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And Torres will end the inning on a strikeout. That'll be his 3rd one of the game. And it looks like we're going to play full 7 innings, as the Lockhart Lions will be coming up in the top half of the 7th. Leading off will be Brian Gonzalez, followed up by Roque. And we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Vest Auto Detail on Lockhart, Texas, 1 South Main Street. At Vest Auto Detail, they offer window tinting, paint correction, ceramic coating, and are considered the best in Caldwell County. When it comes to auto detailing, if you want the best, just book with Vest. Vest Auto Detail. Call 512-227-1511 to schedule your vehicle for a visit. If you're ready to lose weight fast, Reach out to the Tim Torres Fitness Facebook page and chat with Tim. Tim has helped thousands of people all over the world in person and online through his mobile app and custom meal plans. So contact Tim Torres via Facebook and start losing weight today. Just look for Tim Torres Fitness on Facebook.
All right, and we are back here for the top half of the seventh and final inning here for game number 2 for the Lockhart Lions today, as they take a loss in the first game, 12-8 against Bryan Vikings. But here we are in the top half of the seventh against San Antonio Wagner. Lockhart Lions push 5 runs across the top of the 6th inning and lead 6-1 here going into top 7 with Ethan Bryant coming up to the plate. Up until that 6th inning, it was a pitcher's duel between Cardona and R.J. Torres, as Adam Delafunk is on the mound for Wagner. But that 6th inning, it saw the Lockhart Lions put 11 runners at the plate, or 11 batters up to the batter's box. 8 straight runners reached base, and 5 of them scored. As Bryant steps up to the plate, he's lined out to the left fielder, got on a bunt single, and reached on the fielder's choice in the last inning and scored. Looks at the first pitch high for ball 1. Swinging a foul back to the backstop for strike 1. So Bryant is now looking at a 1-ball, 1-strike count. One pitch is going to be outside for ball 2. As Bryant's going to call timeout. That 2-1 pitch is going to be high for ball 3. And Bryant will make his way to first base, as the Lions have a leadoff runner on the base pads. Bryant will reach on a walk, and that'll bring up Ivan Gonzalez for his fourth plate appearance. Reached on a single and had a courtesy runner score for him. A run for him and scored there in the top half of the 6th. And it looks like there's going to be another pitching change, and we're going to go and take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, Austin Wrestling Revolution returns for live professional wrestling March 13th, 2021 for Spring Back Breakers at Outrage Crawfish and Oyster Bar in Lockhart, Texas. Bell time will be at 6:30 p.m. General admission is $10 with ringside seats at $15. All children's tickets are only $5. Bring the family out for this family-friendly event as we bring to you 6 wrestling matches, including a tag team match where the Cult of Crawley debuts against Pure Genetics. We also have Luigi Primo taking on Jack Delfino in a hard-hitting singles wrestling match. We have the debuting Niles Plonk versus Dill Dempsey. Hot Damn Jesse James taking on the lovable Porky. We also have women's wrestling as Nova Phoenix takes on the debuting Miranda Gordy, the daughter of the legend Terry Gordy. In addition to that, we have a triple threat match where the debuting Ryzen takes on Rob Love and the Baker David Leach. Some 6-man tag action as AWOL, Conlon Blee, Chris Carter take on Impact Wrestling Supermax Hernandez, local favorite Delfrito in the debuting Cup. And in the main event, the AWR Championship will be on the line as the Total Pimp challenges the champion Joey Supershot Spectre. Remember, bell time 6:30 p.m. General admission is $10. Ringside $15. Children only $5. Stay tuned to our social media for more announcements about upcoming AWR events. See you there.
And you are going to want to be there, and you're going to have 2 opportunities tomorrow to win free tickets to Spring Backbreakers Austin Wrestling Revolution event that's going to be taking place at El Rey Crawfish and Oyster Bar this Saturday night, as we have already 2 winners from last week's games, and tomorrow you're going to have an opportunity in the first game at 9 a.m. to win 1 free ticket, and another one for the 2 p.m. game. You'll have an opportunity to win another one. So you're going to tune in and watch tomorrow's broadcast of Lockhart Line Baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast for your opportunity to win 1 free ticket to Spring Backbreakers Austin Wrestling Revolution event. First pitch to Gonzalez is going to be high for ball 1, as we're going to have a new pitcher on the mound. It's going to be Cafuentes on the mound for San Antonio. 1-0 pitch, going to catch that outside corner for strike 1. Once again, Bryant is on first base after walking to lead the inning off for the Lions. Bryant goes. The throw down to second will not be in time, as Bryant will get there standing. And that'll be ball 2 to Gonzalez. So he's looking at a 2-ball, 1-strike count. 2-1 pitch on the way. It's going to be high and inside. Do want to give a shout out to the Lockhart Line fans that made the trip out here to Cedar Creek High School. Want to let y'all know y'all be safe on the way home. And for all those that weren't able to make it, want to thank you for tuning in and watching right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast as Gonzalez lines one to the shortstop for out number 1. And one of the things that we like to say here at Lions Pride Sports broadcast is if you can't make it to the game, let us take the game to you. That way you don't have to miss a minute of action of Lockhart Lions Sports or Lady Lions Sports here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. So with 1 out here in the top half of the 7th inning, that'll bring up Gio Roque up to the plate. Brian at second base. Swinging a line down the right side, and that'll be just foul. So Roque will be looking at an 0-1 count with 1 out. Brian goes, and a line drive to right field. And a diving attempt will get through the glove of the right fielder. Roque will round first, head into second. Bryant will score from second base. And that will tack on another run for the Lions. And that'll make it 7-1. Nice attempt by the right fielder. Just outside of his outstretched arms on the diving attempt. And that'll bring up Jacob Contreras up to the plate. He's 3 for 3 so far today. Looking at the first pitch for strike 1. He has 2 doubles to left field and a single. And has scored once. Looking at the 0-1, low for ball 1. One pitch is going to be outside for ball 2. Contreras almost taking the ball out twice. A 1-hopper to the fence, and the second time hitting the bottom of the gate. And that one's going to be a foul ball off the knob of the bat. And once again, the catcher's going to get caught with one, but looks like he's going to get checked on by the coach. And once again, like I always say, the toughest player on the field is the catcher. And And there he is walking it off again, getting ready to get back into action. As Coach Honeycutt's going to go out there and talk to the umpire. May have thought the ball went off the hand of Contreras. But I'm pretty sure if you ask Contreras, with the way his bat has been hot today, he's going to say it didn't hit him. All right, catcher's back into his spot. Go Fuentes on the mound. 2-2 to Contreras, and that's going to be outside for ball 3. First base is open. That one's going to be popped up in the infield. Second baseman will head over to shortstop and make the catch. As Contreras will be retired for the first time today in game 2. And that'll be out number 2. And stepping up to the plate is going to be Jackie Edwards Jr. He's 1 for 1 with the sacrifice bunt. Grounded out to the shortstop and singled his last time up at the plate. This time he's swinging, first pitch swinging down the right side, foul out of play. All right, we're here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Edwards at the plate. Roque at second base. That one's going to be flied out down the right side, and the first baseman will be there to make the catch for out number 3. And that'll do it for the Lockhart Lions here in the top half of the 7th, but not before they add one more run for insurance. Lockhart Lions lead 7-1 over San Antonio Wagner as the Wagner comes up for their final plate appearance and an opportunity to either tie this one or win it. Now, we'll get to that as we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Changing Faces Barbershop, Lockhart and Surround 2009. All staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our Precessional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hops. For cuts, changing face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles, from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our 2 locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com.
All right, we got a couple of switches coming up as we got a pinch hitter coming into to bat, number 13, Serta. Will be stepping into the batter's box for the first time, and he'll be batting for Richard Babea. And we are here in the bottom half of the 7th, the final inning, as the Lockhart Lions lead 7-1, and R.J. Torres is still on the mound, looking to complete the game, and he'll hit the first batter he faces. And that'll put 1 runner on the base pads. With the first pitch on the bottom of the 7th. And that'll bring up number 14, the pitcher, Cofuentes. Looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner coming into the game. So not the way R.J. Torres wanted to start the bottom half of the 7th, but with a cushion, 6-run cushion, as the ball gets away from Delgadillo. The runner will advance to second base with nobody out. Cofuentes at the plate. He was on the mound for Wagner at the end of the top half of the 7th. And that pitch is going to catch the outside corner for strike 1. So after hitting the leadoff batter, R.J. Torres is right back in the mix of things. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. That one's just going to miss high for ball 2. Two-one pitch is going to be right back to Torres. He's going to turn around and chase the runner down, and they'll get the out, the leadoff runner, or the lead runner for out number 1. Cofuentes will reach on a fielder's choice. All right, so 1 out here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Got a Wagner runner on first base. And that'll be outside for ball 1. And that'll be called strike on the inside corner. And that will catch the outside corner for strike 2. swing and a miss for strike 3, and Torres is still wheeling and dealing. That's strikeout number 4. And Wagner has come down to their final out of the game. And that'll be lined down the right side, and that'll be just foul for strike 1. And that's number 19, D. Price. So no balls, 1 strike to Price. Breaking ball for strike 2. On a swing and a miss. And Wagner's and R.J. Torres is 1 strike away from ending this game. And he'll do it looking. And that'll do it as the Lockhart Lions are going to come out victorious. And we'll go 8-6-1 on the season. As the Lockhart Lions have they had a huge 6th inning, scoring 5 runs to take the lead. And pushed it 1 more in the top half of the 7th inning. And that's going to do it here at Cedar Creek High School as the Lockhart Lions are going to win Game 2 by a count of 7-1 over San Antonio Wagner. And welcome to the Recon Athlete postgame show here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And, of course, with your postgame show, we have your players of the game. Your Recon Athlete offensive player of the game is going to go to Jacob Contreras for his hot bat at home plate. So congratulations, Jacob Contreras. You are the Recon Athlete Offensive Player of the Game. And no surprise here, your Recon Athlete Defensive Player of the Game is going to go to R.J. Torres, who went the distance for the win for the Lockhart Lions. But I also got to tip my hat to the entire defensive team as R.J. Torres put the ball in play plenty of times. And his defense was right there to back him up, just like they should. And they have. And they did today as Lockhart Lions defeat Wagner 7-1. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And remember, tomorrow morning we'll be back in action at 9 a.m. live from Bastrop High School Baseball Stadium as the Lockhart Lions are going to be taking on Round Rock Westwood, followed up by a 2 p.m. game versus Buda Hayes. And you'll be able to catch both those games right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. So for tonight, that's going to do it for us. And once again, all you fans that made the trip here to Cedar Creek High School, safe travels back home. For all you that watched the game at home, thank you for tuning in. And like I always say, you could take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions.
Thank you for listening to tonight's Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And remember, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions!